Starting your own new private school can be a tremendously fulfilling undertaking. It can provide a legacy school for the community for years to come. It can provide a safe space for your kids to have their entire educational life within. There's a tremendous responsibility that comes along with starting your own private school. It can turn out very, very well. However, if you don't start it out the right way, if you don't follow the steps, it can also turn out poorly. Subscribers to our website have access to all of the tools that are going to be required to be able to start your school the right way so that you don't end up in the situation of having financial distress, having cultural distress somewhere in the first 2 or 3 years or 4 years of your school's life. We've had many schools approach us after a couple of years with both of those scenarios, culturally in huge trouble, losing students all over the place. And that, of course, leads to financial challenges, where some schools have said to us, we can't pay our teachers in 6 months, and we see that. We've had other schools call us up and tell us that they've invested $1 million in their facilities, and they've got occupancy for 8 children. That's it. That's just bad planning. Smart people followed what they thought were the right steps, but unfortunately, without the experience to understand all of the intricacies of starting a private school, it can be very, very difficult at some point in the future, financially, culturally, and that's not what you want to do for your kids. You want to have your kids have a smooth, wonderful ride through their life in school and for others and those of your fellow citizens in your community. So I'll give you a little snapshot. First and foremost, you're going to start with vision and mission. Those are the first 2 critical pieces. After that, you need to find the resources that will help you to start your school the right way so that you don't end up in financial distress, you don't end up in a cultural distress situation where teachers are leaving, families are leaving. And all of our subscribers gain access to all of those tools that will allow you to then start your school the right way. So please consider becoming a subscriber and gaining access to that. You can subscribe to our entire package, which I highly recommend because it has all the tools as you start your private school that you're going to need in your private school beyond just starting it. How to operate it well, how to manage various departments. These are all critical issues that will contribute very positively to the life of your school. There is a cost, and could be a significant one, of starting your school and making that level of investment and not following the correct procedures. The cost can be, in some cases, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'd like it if you didn't find yourself in that situation. So, if you like what you hear today, please consider subscribing and gaining the information that will allow you to not find yourself in that position and have a legacy school in your community for years and years to come.